Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm gonna go over some story details about my comic slash manga, DucklingStar. I'm gonna go over some small plot details, so if you're interested in taking a look at it, there's a link to it in the description for you to check out. You can even pause this video and you come back to it. It'll probably be a breezy read, you know. For those who are new, DucklingStar is a sci-fi comic I wrote and drew as part of an anthology. I'm planning in future to make it a fully self-published work on Amazon, but for now let's talk about some of the interesting themes I came out and eventually discovered when writing this. Many of you may be surprised to hear that DucklingStar deals with, or at least in my experience, workplace and corporate environment. This spans many observations I've come to realize about who I work with and what my role has been over the years. Of course, now I know this my company may monitor my social media use, so I won't use any identifying names of people, groups, or organizations or anything of that nature, so full disclaimer. So to start off, DucklingStar is set in one of the largest water parks in space, known as DuckStar's trademark, which is a subsidiary of Uhuru Gravitation Incorporated. This means that the water park's pool facilities and attractions all use artificial gravity in some way. Sorry for the lore dump there. New person. So, first thing is, for the corporate aspect, is control over your time and location. In the second chapter, Debbie is called to attend a meeting with the operations manager through the subtle as a brick to the face nudge of a company droid. There is a compliancy and strict adherence employees often demand of you. I'm sure at least we're all aware of the 40-hour work week. We're out of obligation and duty, told where to go and what tasks to complete. Another lore warning here. The DucklingStars was originally a program Deb took to learn guard duty, so she took out a certificate in security, for example. But now Deb is on the company payroll as the company soon merged with Uhuru Gravitation Inc., as mentioned before. Now, I know how our jobs can make us feel like we need to value our time, and as it is limited, make no mistake, that is reality. After all, in real life, we do it, we have good reasons to. We take vacations and look after our loved ones and pay our mortgages, and those are all great reasons. I'm not saying they're not. But sometimes we question where that time may go and who's really in control of it. The boss-employee dynamic. Now, in the comic, Debbie Hart's boss is quite exaggerated for effect, one might assume. Raptoria is a control freak giant cybernetic goose running a large company asset, but I've met people in life who are just as heavy on dictating how you ought to proceed with the day and teaching you lessons through tough love. Ultimately, you don't have a say, but being their job is concerned with delegation and time management. Yours, exactly. Really, you're mostly a pawn shuffled around. It's just, I can smell BS with some of them. Some people really need these mentioned approaches, don't get me wrong. You are here for your set of skills after all. By the way, if you find you relate to what you've heard here today, hit the like button. Clients, customers. There is a slight overlap with people I've interacted with and what plays out in the first chapters. I had one experience where I was setting up a kitchen for guests arriving from Brisbane that afternoon. I went to the bathroom before the services started, and when I came out, one of them was walking around loudly exclaiming that why this certain chef at this destination wasn't serving this particular type of food to them. I called the manager myself to broker the peace. In this case, Camille Leon, the triathlete in the beginning prologue, was given a pass, perhaps as a way to broker the peace. It's not exactly explained why, but still pissed off by this development regardless, but this is less common, thankfully, but it can be funny nonetheless. I think we've all had stories like that where customers aren't always right, like in their behavior at least. So top-down management. Now in the comic, the CEO, Raptoria, assigns a security guard to show the trainee in the water around the water park. Deb is not in a position to assign her tasks and meet obligations, and companies also like to virtue signal more, especially in the modern day, and tells Deb to refer to a new recruit as a person of shell, if you catch my drift. In the other ways, company heads take actions that lead to confusion among the workplace. That's happened many times, especially in the kitchen, like giving signs or taking away equipment that was otherwise useful, and would have to deal with this, and we would have to deal with this by sending a complaint to upper management. If you enjoyed that video, you should check out this one. It's a real banger right now. Catch you later. Cheers.